Hi guys, it's your girl here, and I have a part two of my updated What is it like to be an adult? Everyone has been requesting for me to do this, so I'm gonna do this just for you guys. Because I had recently did a live on Insta, and it was a YouTube Q&A, and I did say some stuff that I'm gonna do some topics of the week. So for today's topic, we are gonna be talking about how to learn to be an adult. So let's get right on into it. The first thing when you become an adult is the responsibility of chores. Why? Because that what's going to be happening when you become an adult. And you might not like it so much, but I'm going to teach you some ways on how to have fun during adulthood into motherhood or fatherhood. I'm going to teach you some ways of how to have fun during adulting or adulthood if you are an adult teen. But first, I'm going to be talking about the basics on how to be and act like an adult. And especially girls, if you are on your period, you still have to act like an adult or act like a teenager. Because in any situation, you have to act responsible of your actions. When you feel like you don't want to do anything and you just want to lay in bed all day, let's turn that attitude into an, an adult or a teenage adult. You need to act like an adult or a teenager. It's still very important though, because when you want to be an adult, that you really wanted to be one. Because when you become an adult, like what I did, so my last updated version of this, it was part one, and it was my birthday, and I became an adult at the age of 18. And that was kind of hard at first, but I am going to be giving you some tips and ideas of you can have fun while adulthood or teenage adulthood. If you're not close to being an adult yet and you are still a teenager, you should act like one. Because especially if you are a freshman, sophomore, or junior, or especially a senior, just like I was, I still have to act like an adult or a teenager in those situations. Because when you become an adult, there's going to be some situations or problems that would be occurring to your emotions or into your actions. Because when you take the responsibility of acting out, you have to be careful of what you say. and especially boys. If you want to act like a real boyfriend to your girlfriend, be one. And especially never go back to your exes. I know it's kind of harsh to say, but it's true. I'm coming from my heart right now that's telling me to tell you that. Because when you want to act like someone that is in love with you, you also got to take your own responsibilities and put it in their hands. Like, they will comfort you, they will do what they want to do without being told to. So that means you got to give them time. Because time is love. It's always going to be that way. It's not going to change. But it would feel different. You still have to notice that boys do lots of hard work for you, and if they don't have that much of time to have this, then that's their loss. Because us girls, we can do basically ever we want, unless if we take action, use the power of act and responsibilities, even though we still are in love with that person. That's why we gotta take time to do things. Like especially if you are an adult or if you are a teenager or in high school, you still gotta take action, like act like an adult or just be an adult. It's still gonna be fun, but it's gonna be very hard to get used to of the extra chores that your parents gives you. But and also occurring to the homework status, you still have to do it too. Of responsibility the responsibilities to morning and night school routines, you need to make sure that you act responsible of your age. Why? Because it is very important to act out your age. Because if you don't, you will get in trouble with your parents. So that is another reason why we don't want to get in trouble. So, and another thing that's going to be very hard to get used to is cleaning more than once a day. Because that is what being an adult is. You have to clean more than once a day. And especially helping out. Don't be afraid to help out your parents. Unless if they are going through creative differences, then don't. You still can if you want to. Because when you take the time to be with that parent, they will think about you more than anything. But if they don't, then that's their fault. Because if they don't, then we, us teenagers or adults, have to act out our age and be responsible of cleaning, doing homework, and doing what we have to do to be our best at being an adult. It's really not that hard. But girls, if you are on a period, it might be way harder. But boys, if you do these tips or ideas that let me tell you right now on how to have fun while being an adult. And these are for boys and girls ideas. So, idea number one is to just have fun being an adult or a teenager. It is going to be hard though. But here comes idea number two. When it is hard to be an adult, you can find a solution by listening to music while doing chores. To me, it helps me because sometimes I have to put away clothes. But I hate doing it without music though, because it's boring. And if you love music, then put in your AirPods and put your favorite jam on, and act like an adult or a teenager. But also, the biggest thing you should watch out about being an adult is that there's gonna be some changes in your moods. Why? Because sometimes us adults, we don't want to get out of bed. So the only way for us to get out of bed is to check check social media on what you should do on cleaning or doing chores or how to have fun during it. Because when you take the risks into doing chores that you don't want to do, turn it into a fun opportunity. Like, you can also do games with your clothes. Like, you can do laundry basketball shoots if they're dirty. It's fun. Like, if you have a basketball hoop, like a little mini basketball hoop, the hamper or whatever what you use for your laundry, you can do that because it seems fun. Like, you can pretend that the clothes are basketballs and you can like turn chores into fun games too. And so my very last thing before I get off is when you become an adult or if you're just becoming a teenager, I just want to say this quick. So, if you guys are like models or non-models, if you are a model, you have to still treat yourself with respect, with honesty, trustworthy, and always telling the truth. Those are the do's, but these are the don'ts. So the don'ts is lying or replacing your girlfriend with somebody else you don't know. The third thing you should know is to just act like a real boyfriend. The first thing you need to know about boys is that they have out of control actions. So they like to put you in their action where they want to act out and make sure in front of you if they're on Zoom with that girl or girlfriend. Or the fifth thing you should watch out for is that when a boy says that you're actually in love with you, they are basically lying to you because they might have somebody else, even though that is also a lie. If you, because if that boyfriend was telling his girlfriend a lie about being in love with somebody that you are not in a relationship with, then don't act it out and be immature about it. Because I know that that man still loves you. And it's very, very important to act mature if you are in love with someone. Don't you take the action out on them, because we're not victimizing the situation here. Us girls have the power to tell our man to stop acting out, to regret something that you didn't do was not even done. So yeah, and how to handle that is to watch out for signs, body languages from your man. So that is it for my YouTube video for today. And I am now gonna be signing off because this is my second video I did today. So thank you again and see you guys next time.